What's going on, guys? Back for the Saturday slate. We have 6 games on the main slate today. So before we get into it, I'm going to go over yesterday's slates. Absolutely crushed it on DraftKings, 154.85. FanDuel was great as well with a 158. Went with a 5-man Brewer stack and then a 3-man Rangers stack. So both worked out pretty well, especially the Brewers. All 4 of the 5 guys of the stack went yard. Absolutely crushed it, as you can see on the timeline. Still $50 for the whole year. You get early slates that I play, main slates. An article at least 5 days a week. So if you want to join us, you can hit the link in the description. You're not going to find a better deal anywhere else. So we have 6 games today. I'm going to go with some sneaky options that I like, that I think will kind of be low owned. First pitcher that I like is Corbin Bernsen. He's 8,900. He has electric strikeout stuff. In his first game, he had he had just pitched 5 innings, but he managed 12 strikeouts, finished with 23 DraftKings points, even though he gave up 4 earned runs. In spring, he had 26 strikeouts in just 16 innings, so he's an incredible strikeout pitcher. This Cubs team has gone off to a slow start. There also are a decent amount of strikeouts in the lineup. He gets to face a pitcher. That should be an easy 2-3 strikeouts right there. He gets to face, Baez strikes out a lot, as Schwarber. So there's a decent amount of strikeouts in the lineup. I think Burns is going to be able to have some success here. And if he's pitching well enough to win, those are extra 4 points. Second pitcher that I like is actually going to be from Coors. I think John Gray is a decent play today at 7,500. Reasons why I like John Gray are nobody's going to play him against the Dodgers. Nobody's going to play him at Coors. He's going to be facing a very chalky offense. If the Dodgers offense fails, like they will, they're not going to go off every single game. Then you're going to be in a really, really good spot to cash. At 7,500, he's a really good price. He has great strikeout stuff. Last season, he was one of the most unluckiest pitchers in the league. But he looks like he might be turning that around this year. I mean, you can't really control being unlucky, but he has good strikeout stuff. He's actually better at home than on the road. He had a lower ERA at Coors than on the road last season, and for his career, his ERA are exactly the same at Coors and on the road. So I think John Gray is a sneaky pitcher that nobody's going to really play, that is in a decent spot. On to the bats. I like the Red Sox stack against Luke Weaver. I would probably run it back with a Diamondback stack, whose offense is on fire. I like the Brewers against Cole Hamels, another lefty who gives up power. But I think the Diamondbacks are really, really good just because they are very cheap. First guy that I like is Marte. Coming off a 2 home run game, you might look like chasing here. But I think the fact that he's facing a lefty is enough for me to play him. Last season, his batting average was 100 points higher than lefties than righties. He hit 321 with a 585 slugging against lefties last year. He only hit 224 and a 352 slugging against righties. He's looking like a different player this year. He's looking like a really, really good player. Gone off to a great start against David Price, a lefty who does give up home runs. I think is a good spot for to play Ketel Marte, especially looking at the platoon splits that he has. Next up, I'm going to go shortstop with Xander Bogaerts. I really want to get both sides of this game. I think I might just do a full-on stack of this game. Bogaerts at 4,600. The Red Sox made a change in the lineup. Bogaerts was hitting 5th yesterday, so if that continues, then he's going to be hitting right behind JD Martinez, and he should get some more RBI opportunities in that spot. He should get some more pitches to hit because teams don't want to pitch to JD. They would rather pitch to him, and he has a ton of power too. He has a lot of upside. Just signed a big extension with the Red Sox, so he's one of the best young shortstop in the league. So I think he's going to take a big step forward this year, and he's coming off a very good season last year too. So Red Sox offense, just a matter of time before it gets going. Arizona is a really, really good place to hit, so I think both offenses are in play today. Going to continue with these 2 teams in the outfield with Mookie Betts, 5,700. Looking like Mookie Betts is starting to swing the bat well after going off to a slow start. He now has 5 hits in his last 11 at-bats, I believe. So he's really swinging the bat well. He's facing Luke Weaver, who is very jittery on the mound always. He's never seems confident. He's not a great pitcher by any means. He's going to give up runs. He usually always does. Red Sox offense is pretty solid, especially they have really couple hitters that are really good in the lineup, obviously with Betts, Martinez, Bogaerts. Moreland's decent. So I'm going to attack the good hitters in the lineup. I'm going to go with Betts, who should get a bunch of at-bats here. I'm expecting a lot of runs scored, and Betts is probably going to be a big reason if the Red Sox score like 8-9 runs today. And then finally, I like Adam Jones. 3,600 is just too cheap for him. He has hit at least 1 hit in every game this year. He has 2 hits in all but 2 games this year. The other games he just had 1 hit. He's just been on a very, very hot streak. The Orioles probably wish they had him back. But the incredible thing is that he didn't get signed until later in the offseason, but he still managed to really get his timing down and everything right in the beginning of the year. So Adam Jones, I think, is a really, really good cheap play. So there you have it. Those are the 6 players that I like. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed. You can hit the link in the description to get on board, and good luck today.